The woman noticed him the moment she stepped onto the plane, a small boy, maybe 8 or 9, clutching a worn-out teddy bear and staring nervously out the window. His feet didn't even touch the floor, swinging slightly as he fidgeted with the airplane seatbelt. Something about him felt fragile. He was trying hard not to cry. When the flight attendant stopped by, she spoke to him in a gentle voice. "Are you flying alone today, sweetheart?" The boy nodded. "My dad's meeting me in New York," he whispered, eyes darting toward the aisle. The woman, her name was Claire, was sitting 2 rows behind him. She couldn't help watching. There was something about his small, lonely figure that tugged at her heart. She'd been on countless business trips, sat beside all kinds of passengers, but this one reminded her of her own son who had passed away 3 years ago. As the plane took off, turbulence hit early. The boy gasped, gripping his teddy. Claire noticed his breathing quicken, short, shallow. Without thinking, she got up, knelt beside him, and smiled softly. "Hey, you okay?" He blinked back tears. "I don't like when it shakes." She chuckled gently. "You know, the pilots fly through this all the time. It's just like bumps on a road." He nodded, clutching her hand when another jolt hit. "My dad says brave people don't cry," he murmured. Claire's heart clenched. "Well," she whispered, "I think brave people are just the ones who admit when they're scared." For the rest of the flight, she stayed nearby. They talked about his school, his favorite superhero, and how his dad worked, all the time but always keeps his promises. The boy's name was Ethan. He loved drawing rockets. When they landed, the crowd surged toward the exits. Claire walked with Ethan to baggage claim, making sure he didn't get lost. He scanned every face anxiously. And then, a tall man in a perfectly tailored suit rushed in, breathless, phone still in hand. "Ethan." The boy ran into his arms, the teddy bear nearly dropping to the floor. The man knelt, hugging his son tightly. He looked up at Claire then, his eyes tired, uncertain, but grateful. "You must be the lady from the flight," he said quietly. I'm James, Ethan's father. Thank you for staying with him." Claire smiled. "He's a brave little guy. You've raised him well." James hesitated, his gaze lingering. "I should have been there before the plane landed. I got stuck in a meeting, again." He ran a hand through his hair, guilt flickering across his face. "It feels like I'm always missing something important." Claire nodded, sensing there was more behind his polished exterior. "Sometimes the most important moments aren't planned," she said softly. He looked at her. "Really look this time. You sound like someone who knows what that means." She smiled faintly. "Maybe I do." Ethan tugged at his father's hand. "Dad, can she come to dinner with us? You said good people deserve thank you dinners." James laughed, caught off guard. "You said that, huh?" The boy nodded solemnly. "She helped me be brave." Claire hesitated for a moment. She hadn't planned to accept. But something about the invitation, about this father and son, felt different. "I'd like that," she said. Later that evening, in a small restaurant overlooking the city lights, they shared stories and laughter over pasta and apple pie. Ethan drew rockets on napkins while James listened, really listened, for the first time in a long while. Somewhere between dessert and goodbye, Claire caught James watching his son with quiet admiration, and she saw the weight lift off his shoulders just a little. Maybe kindness, she thought, doesn't just comfort those who receive it, it heals those who give it too. And when they parted ways that night, the nervous little boy waved goodbye from the back seat of a sleek black car, his teddy bear waving too, and for the first time in years, Claire felt something she hadn't in a long, long time, hope.